Greetings and welcome back to CS133, Practical Programming with Python. This is the end of week 1. We're going to work on our combined project. You will have another project to do by yourself, but this should kind of bring everything together for now, and then we'll build upon this project. So again, it's a multi-part project. What you will need to do is go ahead and create a Python 2 trinket. So you can go to Home, create a trinket, and then you can use the same one over and over again. Just make sure that you submit it on time. And what you're doing is you're just kind of following along with me as we go through this. So you can practice doing what it is. But again, you're still going to turn it in. You're still getting points. It's still a homework assignment for you to actually follow along and type in all the information so we can kind of get used to using all of this. But the first one is just these 4 tasks. You in theory can actually do the last 2 in one line, but I try to write these directions so that you can just do them line by line. So as we're going with this, again, you can also hit copy, whatever. The bottom line is you're going to create a new one because remember our directions on how to turn in trinkets, how to make a copy of it and share it. That is what you'll need to do for that. If don't pause, go back, watch that. But here is what we need to do for this. Ask username, store a variable, ask for their guess, and then thank them for their guess and tell them what their guess was. So let's go ahead and do each of those one line by line. And then we'll do username equals input quotes, enter your name. All right, that's line number 1, right? Ask username and store it into variables. So we create a variable, username, we set it to whatever their input is, and we click enter. Now here's where naming things is going to really help us out later. So we're going to ask them for their guess. So I'm going to call this guess, and we will see later why this is important and why it'll make it easier for us. And we're just not going to put num or user num. We're using guess for a very specific reason, because again, this is going to be a guessing game. Remember, this is a multi-part project. At the end of this, we're going to be a guessing game. They're going to guess a random number from 1 to 1,000. And they're going to keep guessing until they get it right. And you're going to tell them how many times they guessed right. So this is a big project. We're going to do a lot through to it. So starting off strong is going to help us. So let's go ahead and just get the input. And then in this case, guess a number between 1 and 10 for now, right? I think we'll go up to 100 in a little bit, and then pull it to 1,000 once we have random ready to go. And we have some other features. Now we're going to thank them by name. So this is just going to print, and then tell them what their guess was. Again, a print. So if we go ahead and print, thank you space plus username. I think I turned my caps lock on somehow. Name, quotes again, space, thank you username for your guess. Now, if you wanted to do all in one line, you could put like something of your guess of, and then what their guess was. But I'm just going to follow the directions. So print you guessed, and then plus guess. So in theory, if we did this, I'm going to close this so we can see it better. Username equals input, enter your name, guess equals input, guess a number between 1 and 10, print, thank you, blah, 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 for your guess, username, print you guessed, and then what the guess is. So let's go and run that, enter their name, and guess a number 1 to 10, 5, thank you, blank for your guess, you guessed 5. That's all there is for this. We're going to get onto it later where we're going to add another variable to hold the count, a variable to hold the answer, and when we actually learn some logic and whatnot, we'll be able to figure out if they're right or not. But for now, that is all there is to it. So again, hopefully you already did this in your own project. If not, if you have a copy, you need to click copy, and there'll be a green thing that pops up here. I don't want to click copy because it automatically copies, and I have tons of files in my thing right now. But once you click that, you need to click down here to actually go to it. All right. Otherwise, if you keep editing or changing stuff in here, it's not working. You hit copy, you'll see a green thing, click that, go to it, and then just like before, follow the directions on how to turn in trinkets. You need to share, get the link, and turn it in. That's all there is to this project. We'll keep working on the different pieces of it. Have a good one. We'll see you next week.